John Sharian and Briony Glassco in Pet Sematary by Stephen King. Dramatised for radio by Gregory Evans. Pet Sematary.
Oh, that drive. That long, long drive. Rachel was feeling shaky about the move. To a house she'd never seen. In a state she'd never even been to before. Ellie was simply sick and tired of being cooped up in the car. And Gage. Poor kid. Gage was teething. Rachel tried, but she couldn't seem to calm him.
All my trials.
Why don't you try giving him the breast?
I'll try, but it's off his schedule. You know what he's... Okay, come on. Ow! Oh, he bit me! He's drawing blood!
Seems like that front tooth's come through then.
Why are we doing this, Louis? I don't want to leave Chicago. I don't want to live in Maine.
Daddy, we don't want to live in Maine. We don't want to live in Maine.
Mystic feminine sympathy. Brother, now you've woken church. Great. Suddenly I had this great idea. I'd stop for gas, trick my family into getting out, then floor the pedal and head south, drive all the way to Florida, get a job under a false name, and before I hit the freeway, slow down and toss the damn cat out, too.
Is this?
Yes, this is. Big field behind the house, that's ours. Right up to those woods at the top of the hill. Old Indian lands. On the map, they seem to go on forever. Well, what do you think?
It's just beautiful.
Daddy, is this home?
Yes, honey. It will be. That moment, when we turned into the driveway and got our first look at that old white frame house, always held a magical quality for me. But what happened next? That wasn't magic at all.
Wait! Look at me! Somebody! Quickly! Look at me!
Oh, I can't understand it. I put them in the glove compartment.
Look at me!
They had a tag. Keys for Ludlow House.
Ellie, be careful! Oh, my God!
Don't touch! Don't touch!
It's nothing.
It's not nothing. It hurts, Daddy. It
We
hurts.
have a bruise, honey.
Gage? Louis, what's wrong with him?
It's a pee. A pee.
Lou, you're the doctor. Do something.
Well, let me get that stinger out. Huh?
Who are you?
Come here, then.
No, Gage doesn't really take to strangers.
Now, Hey, whoa, now that's a big one. Could win a prize with that.
Pleased to meet you, Mr.
Judd Crandall, live across the road. You're the doc, ain't you?
Yes, Louis Creed.
Oh,
This is my wife, Rachel.
Rachel.
My daughter, Ellie.
Hi, Ellie.
Kid with the bee stings, Gage.
Well, good to know you all. Why don't you take these lovely children over to our house, Mrs. Creed? Norma, my wife, she'd like to say hello. She put some baking soda in a wash rag, cool off that sting.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Crandall.
I generally just answer the judge.
Daddy, what's that over there?
Looks like a path.
Yeah, Missy, it is a path. I'll tell you about it sometime.
Oh, God.
Watch your young'uns on the road, Mrs. Creed. Very dangerous stretch of highway.
Rachel and the kids went off while Judd helped me find the keys, which had slipped down into the wiring behind the glove compartment. By then, the moving van had arrived.
Uprooted and transplanted, huh?
Sound like you know the feeling.
Actually, I don't. My dad built that house across the way. I was born there in 1913. I've lived there ever since.
1913? That makes you...
83.
You don't look it.
Well...
That one goes upstairs.
Okay, Doctor.
The small bedroom. I'll show you.
I'll go over, see how your folks are doing, Doc.
Okay.
I usually sit out on my porch about 9 of an evening, have a couple of beers. Come over if you don't mind.
By 9 o'clock, the movers had gone, leaving boxes everywhere. Ellie and Gage were asleep in their new rooms. Gage in his crib, Ellie on a mattress on the floor. As usual, Church was with her, curled at her feet, keeping guard. I kissed my kids and went to find Rachel.
Oh, I was unpacking. Oh, I sat down for a moment.
Bed, now.
Doctor's orders?
Yes.
You coming, Lou?
Not yet. I'm whacked, but I'm too wired to sleep. That old guy across the street said
Road. You call it a road in the country.
Road. He invited me over for a beer. I might take him up on it.
Put an extra couple on ice in the pail by your elbow.
Thanks, Judd. I needed that.
I hope you'll be happy here in Ludlow, Doc.
Amen to that. Your wife going to bed already?
Yep. Arthritis was getting to her. It's got bad the last 2 years. She don't complain, though. She's a good girl, my Norma.
One hell of a big truck. What is Orinco, anyway?
Factory in Orrington. Chemical fertilizer. Then there's tankers and dumpsters and folks who work in Bangor coming home at night. You know, that's the one thing about Ludlow I don't care for anymore. That darn road, no peace from it.
Seems all very peaceful to me, but then just come from Chicago.
Yeah, that's one mean road, all right. Remember that path your little girl mentioned?
A wide grass path going into the trees.
Goes through the woods for more than a mile. Local kids keep it nice, mow the grass.
So, what's up there?
The Pet Sematary.
Pet Cemetery?
This damn road uses up a lot of animals. Dogs and cats, mostly. Rabbits. Even a pet raccoon the rider kids kept. All buried up at the cemetery. Tough on a kid when a good animal gets killed. Like a death in the family.
Well, my daughter's got a cat. Winston Churchill. Church for short.
Still got his balls?
Come again?
Has he been fixed?
Oh, no. Rachel wanted it done in Chicago, but since we're moving here to the country, I figured it wouldn't matter.
Get him fixed. A fixed cat don't wander. If he's forever crossing this road, he'll run through his 9 lives pretty damn quick.
Thanks, I'll take it under advisement.
How's that beer doing?
Beer's all gone, and so am I. I start work tomorrow.
Head medic of the university, right, Doc?
Yeah. Students don't get back for another 2 weeks, thank God, but when they do, there'll be 10,000 of them with drugs or liquor problems, social diseases, depression, not to mention all the usual bugs and viruses.
So if you don't know where the pills are, I guess you're in trouble, huh?
That's right. Well, thanks for the beer, Judd. And for the talk. Really enjoyed it.
So did I.
Well, my best to Norma.
See you around.
Yep. The next 2 weeks roared by like one of those big Orinco trucks out on the highway. My job began to shake down. Rachel set about turning the house into a home, and so fell in love with the place. Gage survived all the bumps and spills that went with getting used to his new environment. Ellie survived her first day at her new school. My evening beer with Judd became something of a habit. I met his wife Norma, a sweet old woman cursed with rheumatoid arthritis. That last Sunday before the college kids came back, we were out on the front lawn. It was already 2 weeks into September, but the weather was still all August.